All right, so now that we're recording, we'll officially start. What we are doing tonight, and what an honor it is, we have three of Diamond Empire's top enrollers. For some of them have been top enrollers for the last couple of years in Diamond Empire, but all of them are top enrollers this month. They're some of our highest enrollers that have seen the fruit of their labor coming in this month. And so we are just honored and excited. I can't wait. I have my pen. Yes, Melissa Dean is a rock star. I have my pencil and paper ready to take notes. I'm a pencil paper kind of girl, but we're also, what we are going to do tonight, y'all, is, how many of you say, I need some volume? Just put up your hand. I need some volume, right? Okay, right. Yeah, me too. I'm right with you. Okay, how many said, I need some of those DTs coming in? I need some team members. Okay, so what we are going to do tonight is we're going to hear from these guys, but this is going to be a working tips from the top, okay? So they're going to tell us some stuff they've been doing, and then we're going to do it together, okay? So y'all, some of you on here, you're going to try something new. And it's going to feel scary, but we're going to do it all together, okay? So we're going to take some brave steps. We're going to hear some great advice, and I'm going to take it all in because I need to hear this again, all of it. So it's going to be a fun night for the next 45 minutes. We're going to start rocking it. And so we're going to talk a little first, and then we're going to start getting to work. And so let's start with, and these poor guys doing this, you guys are rock stars because you're just on, and normally I talk to you a lot more before, but today just threw me for a loop. So we're going to rock it. So let's, Tracy, let's start with you. Let's talk a little bit. We're going to talk LCs right now. Okay. So here we go. Hello. Make sure we can hear you. Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Yes. Okay. Tracy, how many LCs have you signed right now in January, or roundabout, if we're not sure for sure numbers?
112.
Y'all, 112. That is amazing. So we're going to have some LCs jump into our e-suite tonight because we're going to get some tips from Tracy and we are going to apply them, okay? So super exciting. Okay, so I know you've shared with me a little bit about what you're doing, but let's talk about what does a day look like for Tracy maybe? You know what I mean? And then we could go, okay, how could we apply some of this even tonight?
Right. So I do this full time. And so, I don't have kids, I don't have a husband, but, we do have people on our team that, do have spouses and do have kids and are still enrolling a lot. So just because I work a lot, this business is my passion, it's my love. And so, I invest a lot of time in it.
Right.
But so follow up is, well, first of all, I post every single day. I post anywhere between 3 and 6 times a day. I am posting about products. I'm posting before and after pictures. I am posting about my life. I am posting about the benefits of the business. That's pretty much it as far as posting. I am talking to tons of people every day. So I live in my messenger. And so I'm talking to people that comment on posts. I am talking to people that might comment on my Facebook stories. I am following up with everybody that I talk to. So if I send somebody a message and they don't reply 2 days later, I'm following up. And I'm saying, hey, have you thought any more about the weight loss coffee? Have you thought any more about the Thermophytex? So I'm following up with every single person. And then, after 2 days, I'm following up, maybe a week later or 2 weeks later. So follow up is so, so, so important. And then I'm doing tons and tons and tons of host to post. So probably on anywhere between 10 and 20 a day, more, even more sometimes, maybe, sometimes 100, 150 a week. So, so lots and lots and lots of host to post. And that way you're getting people into your network that want to lose weight. And then they're seeing your posts about, the triple threat, or about, they're seeing the before and after pictures. So, so that's kind of a little bit of, what my day involves. And then, I'm also working with my team and, helping, answer their questions and teaching them how to respond to people and that sort of thing.
Absolutely. Okay, that's awesome. So yeah, she's putting out, so every day, which that's something that is a really good goal for people who are wanting to enroll, 80 plus a month loyal customers. What I have heard is people who are doing that, one of the most common things they're doing is they are getting 10 people a day to host a post for them. Okay, so if that would be your goal, that could definitely be a goal that you're going for. And that's going to look different every day if that's your goal. Some days you might have to message 100 people to get 10 host a posts up. And some days you might just have to message 10. I would like to know if that happens to you. But, just making that definitely a goal is a great place to start. And then, showing people, because when you're doing the host to post, you're adding people to your market that want to lose weight. Generally, if the people who are hosting posts for us are talking about that, and people are like, yeah, I want to lose 10 to 15 pounds. Yeah, I want to get skinny drinking coffee, so then they're seeing it. So I think those before and afters are so key. And then also talking about how you love the product. And so I love that. Okay, we're going to come back to you, Tracy, because we're just going to do a quick overview and then we're going to start rocking and rolling here. Okay. Melissa Dean. I am looking for you. Here we go. Give me a second. You're not on my front screen. So here we go. Okay, I can do it this way. Okay, there you are. Oh, there you are. Okay, there's two of you. Do you know that? Okay. Yeah. I'm like, wait, there's two of you. I can't unmute the one. Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, no, I was like, so I could copy and paste things if I need to from my phone. I'm logged in from my phone and from my computer.
You are amazing. Melissa Dean always thinks like 5 steps ahead of y'all, guys. Just gonna put it out there, especially me. I do this all the time. So I'm always like, I want to be more like Melissa Dean. Okay. All right. So talk to us, Melissa. How many loyal customers have you signed this month?
I have signed 52.
Awesome. 52. I would take 52 LCs jumping in my suite right about now too. Okay, great. So let's talk a little bit about what your day looks like as far as loyal customers and how you're seeing that come.
So I'm really big, same as Tracy, like I'm really big with the host to post, and I am more of like, I'm going to sit down and send 200 in one day, twice a week versus doing it like every single day. Cause I feel like my team is so big now that my team needs more of my time. And I spend a lot of time recruiting distributors. So most of my time is on coaching and developing and getting new distributors. So when I do go for customers, it's really like 1 or 2 days and I will just mass message like all day long just for LCs. And then throughout the week, I will just keep following up on those hosted posts and I'm continuously bumping them back up. So like if there's no response, I'm just like bumping it so that it keeps going to that person's timeline. And what I've like really come to realize over a couple weeks is it only really takes like finding that like 3 or 4 people that have a network that's insane. Like I signed 10 LCs this week from one person's host to post. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even know that person, you guys, like, and I was like terrified to like message them because it was a police wife and sometimes they can be like a little judgy, but I was like, you know what, I'm just going to message them. I'm almost maxed out on friends. So if they block me, that just helps me out too. Cause then it gives me another person to add, so I kind of like started thinking of it that way. So I'll spend like 1 or 2 days and just really like 200-300 messages and I would just, bang them out. And then, I try to work a lot more through my team with LCs too, because I know everybody has like their own teams and their own contests and stuff, but we're doing our own little $100 giveaway. And so I make sure that that every single person that's working their business is taking advantage of that giveaway, because they don't have to give away that money. They're not giving away that product. I'm giving away that stuff. So I want to make sure that they're taking advantage of it. So I spend a lot of my time like helping other people recruit their LCs, but this month has been my highest LC month in the 4 years that I've been with this business. And everything that I've sold has been Thermophyte X and probiotic, because that's what I post about every single day, 2 to 3 times a day, because I've lost 9 pounds in 9 days with those 2 products. And so I'm continuously posting that over and over again. And I'm telling my team, like, post my results. Like, if you don't have your own results, post my results, because I'm a real person, like a real human being. And when I do host a post, I always friend request everybody that comments. So some people have been like, is this real? Like 9 pounds in 9 days? And I'm like, yeah, I'm real. Like, my profile's public. Like, go ahead, check it out. You know, like, look at all the posts, like all that stuff. You know, I'll send them the case studies and that kind of thing. But I never post anything personally that I don't use. So I think that's a big help too. Like, I don't drink the shake every day. So I don't promote the shake, you know, but I love Thermophyte X. I take that every day. I love hair, skin, and nails. I take that every day. Like, those are my top 2 sellers. So that's kind of like my biggest thing is like, I don't really promote anything that I can't personally like testify to. Although I do love the shake, I don't use it every day, and I haven't lost a lot of weight on it. So just finding that, like, those products that are your sizzle products personally. And then last year when I lost the 60 pounds, it was with the metabolic burn package. And I was selling metabolic burns like it was nobody's business, you know? So I just think it's being comfortable because you've used the products and you can speak to them. And this month so far, like, I've personally signed almost 3,000 BV by myself. And a lot of that was just through Thermophyte, but also through Connect. I did reach out to every single customer that I've ever signed and told them about the Thermophyte X on Christmas Eve, and they're still texting me back now. Like, I still got one today, and it's like a month later, and they're like, oh, I've been meaning to text you, you know, but they keep seeing it over and over again in my feed, and so it's like a constant like thing. So
Reminder.
yeah, so like, I mean, I signed 6 people today for Thermophyte X and probiotics. Absolutely love our probiotics. So I really think it's about using the products too, and just being real confident with posting about it.
I agree. So you're saying host a post has been huge, and you do that twice a week, and you'll just go, today I'm just messaging host a post, and that's how I'm going to work my business today. And I love that. I think everybody, you know, we listen to these tips from the top, and they tell us, people are always telling us that success leaves clues. And so if you're brand new on here and you're going, okay, you know, maybe you feel overwhelmed, or if you're like, man, I keep hearing people say the same thing and host to post hasn't worked for me. Okay, maybe you got to go, okay, host to post must work because everybody keeps saying it. So I just got to keep doing it till it does go. And when you have that person, like you said, that it just jumps and takes off, you're like, oh, this really does work. And that's awesome. So we know host to post is something that works. However you want to put that into your schedule, however that works best for you. This is your business, okay? And then both of you, Tracy references too, how I'm enjoying the products. You're saying the same thing. And I have heard this since I've joined the company. And I think I say this every time I host tips from the top. And I also say, I think I say this every time I host tips from the top. But if the product's not changing your life, the business won't either. So if you are just getting started, and Joel and Stephanie Dunn, #1 Black Diamonds, when they did the tips from the top from us, they were like, order the product. If you want this business to work, order the product. Use the product. You know, some of us are, because it's hard to be consistent in anything in life. Like, use the product. It works. Like, trust me, it works. And I'm pumped about the Thermophyte X as well. I've lost now 6 pounds since last Sunday using it, and I'm gonna be super pumped if I lose these next 3 pounds, because I have never been able to lose these next 3 pounds that I really want to lose. I've got to this place before, but I'm like, okay, I'm gonna really be shouting it when we get there. But I'm so excited about it because, you know, it's something that works. And so using it, pictures about it, and what you use. And if you are just getting started, you're like, wow, there's over 40 products. That's overwhelming. And that can feel overwhelming. I love what Melissa said. Figure out 3 to 5 products that you're going to love. And, you know, talk about those products. Now, you can ask questions, get on our parties. There's testimonies about different products all the time. So you can reference all that. But if you start falling in love with a few products like me, I'll sell greens all day long because they've changed my life. And I have no problem talking about them. So, okay, so we're gonna come right back to you, Melissa. Tracy and Melissa, just thinking about a host a post that first, because I know some of us are doing contests, but if we're not doing a contest, just maybe that first initial question that we're asking, because we'll get everybody to put one of those out there. Okay, Lauren. Okay, how are you, girl?
I'm good. I'm so nervous, honestly.
Girl, don't be nervous. And y'all, Lauren, so we heard from Tracy who told us,
Yeah.
you know, I do this at home. This is what I do. It's my passion. I'm going to go for this. And then you're going to rock this. And then we heard from Melissa Dean, who was working full-time, has come home from the business, has gone back to work full-time, and is back home again, right, Melissa? So we're doing it a different way. And you're busy. Tell us a little bit about your schedule.
So it's actually funny. I actually work part-time at a jewelry store, and it's part-time now. It used to be full-time. So I'm actually a sales associate at a jewelry store, and I suck. I really truly believe I still have the job because they love me. And they ask me all the time because they're like, you're so good at it works. Like, why don't you apply that here? And I'm like, it's totally different. So it's totally different than a regular sales job. So I feel like if you're new, especially, you don't need to feel like you need to have any sales experience to do this, because one of the best things about this business is that you can actually do it. Like we can actually sell the product by telling people about it, and it will get you there. But if you're wanting to like promote, I kind of feel like you do need to step outside your comfort zone a little bit and like not miss out on a sale because you're just following like strictly a script. Like I feel like you need to tell yourself like, okay, like what can I do to save this really quick? If I'm losing their attention, like what can I do to do this? But back to the LC part. I actually don't know how many LCs I signed this month. I want to say maybe it's over 70. Yeah. But I don't know. I didn't know that I was supposed to be keeping track.
Okay.
Yeah. But what I did is actually made notes. So I did my host to post, and I did it early, and I did it often. So by early, I mean like I have about 4,000 friends on Facebook, and I try to get all my post to post out between like that first week and week and a half. That way, because throughout the month you get those people that are like, oh my gosh, I just seen this, and they're able to do a host to post for you later that month. But then when you get all of your host to post out early, you can go through the people that commented and ask them. Of course, you're adding them as a friend. Those are new people that are going to see your post that you post on your walls about the giveaway anyways. So those are bringing in new clientele all the time. And let's see what else. I'm so nervous.
No, you're great. And you're also a full-time student. So you're doing all this.
I am I go to school for business and agriculture, and I love it. And I have a pretty busy schedule. So I feel like getting my host to post out early is one thing that helps me sign a lot of LCs, because you have to constantly keep having people in your inbox, because for some reason when you're constantly like having people in your inbox, it's like God just watches and he just like makes it like work out. Like you just all of a sudden you get these people in your inbox, they're like, oh, I'm like ready to order, and you're like, how? Like I haven't even like sent out messages today. But it's because you're constantly interacting, constantly talking to people, and you know that people are going to be in your inbox. But let's see. Also, another thing that I did this month that was a little different than normal is I only posted about big orders. So on top of doing my host to post, which were mainly for the keto coffee, people would come to my page like knowing about the keto coffee, but then I would be posting only about mainly the skinny mocha and then the triple threat. And I've been in this business for 3 years, and I have never signed as many triple threat customers as I have this month. I actually signed my first ever triple threat customer this month, and then it just kept going. So honestly, I will never, ever, ever post about small products again. Only large BV from here on out, because then I probably would have been diamond a long time ago.
Girl, you're going diamond.
Yeah, and then let's see. I guess just really big orders, a lot of post to post. one thing I feel like that you come across is like getting nervous, especially when you've already sent out a hosted post, is getting nervous that you're hitting people up again, because, you know, people will be like, okay, well, like, go ask them again if they want to post again. And it kind of makes you feel like, oh, like, I don't want to hit them up again, and I don't want them to feel that way. Like, if you feel like you're getting like an uncomfortable like vibe from a person, like, you should just remove them from your page, because everyone on your page should be someone that is going to be a potential customer or distributor.
Right. And Stephanie is correcting me, and I'm so glad she did. You're already done. You're going double this month. So let's do this. Yes.
Another thing that I did this month that was a little bit different is I kind of shrunk. Like, I love our scripts. They work amazing. I have like specific scripts that I love, but I try to stick to keeping it simple, because when I tell people way too much information, they like don't reply. So like, I try to keep it as simple with giving them things that they want to hear. And I just feel like that makes it 10 times easier and more likely for them to sign up. And that's how I've actually been able to sign people up on spot, is I'm not making it too difficult. And I'm telling them, like, I'm not like, oh, let me tell you about this. Like, I'm like, no, this is what you need. Like, this is what you need.
Yeah.
And this is what we're going to do. So I just changed the wording up a little bit to be more, I guess, aggressive.
I love that. Okay. This is what we're going to do right now. So we're going to take a quick break. What we are going to do is, first question, Melissa, Tracy, and Lauren, that original message you send out to people for host to post, will you post it in here? And then on Diamond Empire, under posts and scripts, I listed your name, so you can reply under your name to your script. So really quick, if on accident, sorry. If you will put in here, gosh, I don't know what's going on with my screen.
Wait, we're putting the, like, our favorite host to post?
Yeah, just your first message, okay? Just that first question in there. Okay, y'all. I'm going to put a timer on my phone, okay? Because we're going to get some loyal customers in the next 2 days doing this. Yeah, I love that you're putting in an or. Because if you don't have a giveaway to do or a product to give away, you can just ask for a favor, guys, and you'll be surprised at how many people.
Okay, we're posting it in this group.
Yeah, you're doing great, Lauren. You're doing great. Don't even, just post it in the chat right there. That first question that you would send out for host to post. Okay, everybody got your phone handy? All y'all with your cameras on, show me your phone. Oh, your camera might be your phone, but y'all got your phone ready? Okay, so we are right now gonna send this out to, what should we say? What number should we give? 20 people? 30 in the next 5 minutes? Can we get 30 in 5 minutes? Tracy, Melissa, Lauren?
I think so.
Okay, let's do it. So 30 people in the next 5 minutes. And let me clarify. If your team, like if someone's not telling you I'm giving you some money to give away or some product to give away, like for a drawing, then just do the, hey friend, you know, right there. Hey, love, can I ask you a favor? Okay, we're going to send this out to 30 people. Okay, here we go. Hey, Siri, set a timer for 5 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes and counting.
Melissa, do you want to tell people really quick while we're doing this how to find, how to look where to message? That makes sense.
What do you mean?
Like,
Sorry.
no, you're fine. Like where you go to find the people to message.
Oh, for me, I just honestly, like, I'll just go into my messenger. Everybody does it different, but I go to who's active. Like whoever's active, they're going to get a message from me, but I always have to scroll down at least like 100 people because the top people are going to be my own distributors because those are the people I interact with the most. So I just go with who's active and I'll just start and I just copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. I don't check to see if they're a networks distributor only because I usually know if they are, or if it doesn't say it in the top of their messenger, I just send it. And then sometimes I'm like, oh, just kidding, sorry. But I figure like everybody appreciates the grind because we're all doing the same thing. So I don't really worry about that. But I go with active and I just go down the line. So
okay, how do you find active?
So if you log into your messenger and you click, it's like the two little guys at the bottom. If you click on that, it'll show you, let me turn my brightness down. So if you click on the two little guys at the bottom of your like main screen, maybe, it'll show you everybody who's active. It'll have like a little green dot next to their name. So I always just kind of, most of the ones at the top are people I've just talked to. So I'll go down like 3, 4 swipes and then I'll just start there. So, and if I've messaged them before, I usually just go to the next one. But that's how I do it.
Perfect. All right, y'all, let's rock this. Y'all are rocking it. Oh yeah, good job, Tracy. Host to post usually. Oh, okay. So there was our 5 minutes. Did y'all get? Do y'all get some host to posts out there? Okay, perfect. Okay, great. So we'll come back to this thought, okay, y'all? We're gonna come back to this thought here in a second. but I know a lot of people, we have been doing host to post. And so Tracy, I want to hop to you for a second here. You said one of the things you do is, and I think Melissa said this too, but you'll comment under that host to post again, right? What would a comment, see, look at that, Juliana, what would a comment be that you have on your posts already?
You mean to boost it up? Is that what you mean? I'm trying to think. There's something like I'm placing orders tonight and I can't wait to get you all's in, or so. I think it was actually yours, Stacy, that you shared at some point with a before and after picture. Yeah. That's what I've done, and that worked out well.
Okay, is that kind of what you do too, Melissa and Lauren? Similar to those host to posts?
Yeah, I do before and after pictures. Like every time I see a new one, I just add it to the one below, or like a personal testimony. Like if I see like an ambassador posting something, I'll just screenshot it and I just keep bumping it back up to the top with more results.
Okay, perfect. So what we're going to do for everybody has some host to posts up there, I'm going to put this in here. I'm so excited to be putting in orders today, tonight, and tomorrow. Check out these results. Okay, so what we're going to take the next little bit and do, y'all, for all of you who have those host to posts, hopefully tonight is not just about host to post, but we're really trying to do what these guys are doing to get some volume in. If to Tracy, Melissa, and Lauren, think about one of the posts that you've got the most interaction from. We'll do that at some point tonight as well with these loyal customers. But right now, if you have not done this before, when I go into whatever, I click on those 3 lines and my name comes up. Hopefully y'all have figured out and have taken lessons on how to not make all your host to posts come onto your screen. But this is how I can find all the people, or you're tracking, keeping a list of whoever has hosted a post for you this month. But if you go to review your timeline, okay. Oh, yay, Sabdi promoted. Okay. What you can do right there is the post would be there that you're tagged in. So under that post, whatever it may be, comment. Okay, so let's take a few minutes just to do that. Does that make sense? I'm so excited. We're putting in order tonight. And we'll get back to, after we take some time to do this, we'll get back to answering that question for them to host a post for you, okay? So let's just take a few minutes. We'll take like 3. Hey Siri, set alarm for 3 minutes. Does everybody understand what we're doing right now? Okay. Okay, some of you are saying no. Okay, so anybody who has hosted a post for you this month, right now, if you go back through some of those posts, as many as you can in the next 3 minutes, and comment under it, I'm so excited to be putting in orders, and pick a before and after of whatever it was that they're posting about. Okay, so you should have some before and afters of, if it's the keto coffee, if it's the Thermal Fight X, anything like that. Just comment under your host, like say, I know Melissa's not going to host a post for me, but say Melissa hosted a post for me. I'm going to go to Melissa's page and post that before and after picture with that statement in it at the bottom of it. Does that make sense? Okay, perfect. All right, y'all. There was 3 minutes to get as many of those up. I think I got 7. But hey, we'll do it. But that's something you can continue to do tonight after we're done. All right. So some of you are getting questions already. Yes, I will do a favor for you. Okay, what's your next responses? Melissa, Tracy, Lauren, stick those in the chat there for the next response when someone says, yes, I'll do. We'll do the next 2 things, like, will you post a post for me, and then post this, right? Is that basically what y'all do? If I'm saying something wrong, just wave your hands at me and say, no, I do something different. But what we do from here, when they say in your messenger and they say, hey, I'll host a post for you, or hey, I'll do you a favor, then you send back to them, okay, Melissa's got something better. Okay, tell us, Melissa. Or do I have you unmuted? See what happens when you get down on this screen. I don't know. All right, here we go. Go for it.
Okay, so I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily better, but I send everything in one message because it's just easier and it's faster and it saves myself time. And then I'm not constantly going back and forth. And then I literally just send it all in one paragraph. And I get a better response that way, actually. Like than doing like, hey, can I ask you a favor? Like if I say, hey, can I ask you a favor? Like most people are like, depends on what it is, or something sarcastic back. So I just lay it all out,
Yeah.
and then that's it. All in one fell swoop. So I put mine up on the top of the chat, and then also on Diamond Empire, my whole entire thing. So I send them one thing, explains the whole thing, including the post, and then once they post it, I just send them a thank you, and that's if they get me a customer, I send them a sample or something.
Okay, perfect. So when you sent the messages, if you sent that first one from Melissa, it's already all in there, and I kind of like that idea. I'm going to try that tomorrow for sure. And then if you want to answer back, Lauren right here has the perfect response for you. So let's give that for the next one. In Diamond Empire, Nicole, it's under a picture that just says, I'll show it to you. So everybody else who's kind of wondering what I should be doing right now, and you've got some people saying they'll do you a favor, except for the baby part. Right, Lauren, make it personable. Y'all read these things. If you need to edit them a little bit, edit them, please. But for anybody who said yes, then this is the next thing that we will send out. I was wondering if you'd be willing to post something on your wall for me. I'm trying to promote, make some extra money before the baby gets here. How exciting. I think maybe you might have some people interested. Okay, so copy and paste. And go from there, okay? And then, Nicole, I'm going to show you where that, what you're asking about here. See if I can pull it up. It's this one. So it looks like this. It has blue writing on the top in Diamond Empire, and it just says posts and scripts. And then if you look in there, there'll be Melissa Dean's name, and her scripts are right under, are commented to hers, and then Lauren and Tracy later on will come in and put their scripts in there too. Okay, just under their names, just reply to the comment, reply to your name. Okay, and then Tracy. Yeah, that's true. I like that, Lauren. Tracy, will you put in here the one you were telling me about, the host to post, like who wants to lose weight? So if people are saying yes, they'll post for you. Here is what Tracy's that said has been a game changer for her. And anything else you want to say with that, Tracy, go ahead.
Sure. So I have done host to post for, regularly for, oh gosh, I don't know, 6 or 7 months. It totally revolutionized my business when I did lots and lots and lots of host to post. And I've done them for hair, skin, nails. I've done it for cleanse. I've done it for fat fighters. I've done it for, all these different products. And the only one I ever found a lot of success with was the coffee. And so, you know, our team, you know, we came up with scripts that work, and you know, that was gospel for me. Well, then Danielle Boyle posted, she came up with the idea of using this heart post, that I don't know who originally wrote the post, but the post was working great for everyone. And so she said, hey, I want to make this into a host a post. And so she and I, it was her idea, but I kind of helped her come up with a host a post idea for that. And I was so nervous to do it. I was so nervous to do it because, you know, there was something that was working for me so great for so long, and I was scared to switch it up. But it has, again, revolutionized everything. And what I love about it is that it opens up the door to a lot of different products, you know, and so it gives the opportunity to sell a large volume of products. Mm-hmm. So instead of just selling coffee, which has 30 in volume, I'm now selling triple threats that has the new Thermophyte X in it for 85 in volume. And so, you know, the other day I got 4 of those in one day with some Thermophyte X's too. So what we're sending is, the host to post is this. And it says, okay, friends, be honest. If you couldn't fail, how much weight would you want to lose? Answer with whatever colored heart you choose. My friend Tracy needs 5 people ready to do a weight loss challenge. And I have had as many as 80 comments on some of these posts. And so everyone that comments, on their comment, I will say, I'm sending you a friend request so I can tell you more, you know, about it. And then once they accept my friend request, now, although they have indicated on the post with the colored heart how much weight they want to lose, in Messenger, I am saying, I'm so glad you noticed the weight loss post. How much weight do you want to lose? And so that way it just kind of solidifies they want to lose weight, and you have it there in your Messenger how much weight they're wanting to lose. And then Ben came up with this amazing script that I love, and it says, I'm going to have to type it out because I can't remember it word for word. It says, okay, I can definitely help. I have a few different options depending on your budget and how fast you want to see results. Do you want to take the fast route or start small?
Love it.
And so if they say, you know, almost, you know, probably 80% of people say fast. Mm-hmm. But what I love about that is it kind of implies that money has something to do with it. And so even people sometimes that say they want to lose 50 pounds will say, I want to start small. So then I always tell them about Thermophyte X. Usually coffee was my go-to, but, you know, I had so many people that were complaining because it only had 15 packs and, you know, they didn't like the texture or whatever. So I just feel like this is going to be such an easier sell. Mm-hmm. And we've got the scientific, you know, results with it, you know, so if somebody says they want to take it small, then I'm telling them about Thermophyte X.
Okay.
If they say fast, then I'm saying I would love to tell you more about our triple threat. It would be so great for you. And then I have a script about the triple threat. I include a before and after picture of somebody on our team that has had, you know, good results. And obviously it's not with the Thermophyte X, it was with the Thermophyte, but, you know, they're going to get even better results using the Thermophyte X. And then, you know, I say, I'm looking for people to try this, you know, for 90 days and review it for me. And then, and sometimes they'll say, well, tell me more about both, or what's the difference, or something like that. And so then I'll just come out and say, I'll tell you more about both. So I present triple threat, and then I say, if you want to go, the other route would be using just the Thermophyte X by itself.
Awesome.
And it has been a game changer. I won't ever do anything else. Ben and Danielle Boyle are geniuses.
I love it.
Love it.
Love it. Okay, y'all. So you are equipped right now to get so far, and then Tracy, will you put those responses in the Under Diamond Empire post?
Sure.
Don't worry about putting it in here. I think we won't probably get that far. If you are that far along, guys, just let people wait for a few minutes, and we'll kind of keep going here. But this is awesome, Danielle. Thanks and Ben for those ideas, and Tracy sharing them, and then Melissa Dean with this stuff. Okay, so before we go on to some DTs, because we're getting to that time where we've been on for a while, but will y'all just post in here your favorite post that you've used? Lauren, post yours. Melissa, post yours. Tracy, post yours. Probably both places. And y'all, we can put up a post tonight before this goes on, but I do want to get into some of this DT because some of us are saying we need DTs, okay, as well. So as you get those up, we'll keep moving on. But guys, isn't this awesome? Aren't they amazing? I'm like learning so much. I feel like a little sponge right now. And I'm ready for some more.
You know, honestly, Stacy, I think my favorite post is probably that heart one.
Yeah, I love that. I was kind of thinking we should all just post that right now.
Yeah, I mean, just take that last part out about the challenge, you know, and just say, you know, okay, friends, be honest. How much weight, you know, would you like to lose?
All right, y'all, let's all put it up there. Who's with me? I'm looking for it. I can get my phone to copy, man.
I posted it 4 hours ago, and I have 10 comments on it already. I don't know if you can tell. It's too bright. But I've gotten 10 comments already.
Perfect. I love that. Okay. Let's talk, Melissa, let's hop back to you. I just muted myself. Okay. Melissa, let's talk about some DTs.
Okay. I love DT.
How you're doing this. How many DTs have you signed this month?
24.
24 DTs in January.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing, right? Okay, so let's talk about how I'm listening to you and trying to post this at the same time. So
okay. So my goal is to do 31 for the 31 days. So I have my last 7 that I'm still working on, but I watched, and I'll try to keep this quick. Y'all, I'm super red. I'm so red. It's crazy. So I'm going to show you like kind of my system and like how I recruit. But there's a Zoom that Claire Flores did that I watched that completely changed my business. And so I'm going to put it in the chat group so you guys can watch it later. But essentially like what she does is every week, and this is what I do too. And I've done this for a couple years now. But essentially what she does is every week she will go through like her Instagram or her Facebook, and she makes a list of 25 people that she wants to join her team. And I do the same. So it's the same. So I make a list of 25 people that I think would be great with the business. And I make a list of them, and then I put them in a list on Facebook. So that way, anytime I post about the business, I can send it directly to them. So like the algorithms don't get in the way. Like they see that post 100% of the time. And then what I'll do is every morning I will check, I put them in, let me show you guys. It's easier for me to show than explain. But you know how you can follow somebody first? So like, let's say this is one of my DTs. So I'm just going to pick her. So this is Marissa. Let's just say she's a potential, which she was. And now she's a freaking rock star. I would go to follow, and then I would put see first. Mm-hmm. So that every single time she posts, I can go and comment on it, even if it's just a like or a, oh my God, your kids are so cute. Like, I love it, you know, whatever.
I
Because
will
the
say
more
I did that to Natalie Emerson.
exactly, right? Like, you never know who you're going to get. So I do that. And every Sunday I pick 25 people. And then all week long, I will interact with those 25 people. And then on the following Sunday, so 7 days later, my team does work from home events every Sunday. And so that's something that I just have personally always done. It's the same event over and over again. And I'm actually going to invite you guys to it. So you guys can invite people to it with my script if you want. And you can use that to bring DTs on for the next couple of days. But the following Sunday, I send them a message and I'll share it in the, I'll put it in the comments if you want, but I'll basically message them and say like, hey friend, hope you had an amazing day. Your Facebook feed has really stood out to me, so I had to reach out. You can do Facebook or Instagram. I hop back and forth. I've been all Facebook lately, but so then I'll say like, I've been with It Works for a while. It's completely changed my life. I'm on a mission to help change as many lives as I can in 2019. And then I also put and to retire my husband with the police symbol in parentheses because it makes it more personal, because most of the people that follow me are police wives. So if you have a lot of moms that follow you, you could put something in there like, and become a stay-at-home mom, or whatever you want to accomplish like for your goals. You put that in there, and that kind of like makes you more of like a real person and not so much of like a cold message. And then I will say, have you ever considered making extra income with It Works? Right now we have a $3,000 Emerald commission guarantee plus an average income of $1,000 a month. I would love to have you on my team. We're in the peak of our business and business is booming. Would you like more info? And I will literally send that to all 25 people on Sunday morning that I've interacted with all week long. So let me put that in the chat group.
Perfect.
And then, so that they say, yeah, then I basically will kind of like do a little explanation. I say, so what I do is I market for It Works. We sell weight loss products, keto, nutrition, and beauty. I show others how amazing the products are and make commission off the products sold on my personal website. We don't keep stock of products. Customers order from my free website and the products get shipped directly to them, which makes it very easy for me. I open a few VIP spots each month. If you join, you would get one of those. I would personally coach you and work with you. I have an event on my personal Facebook tonight that goes over everything in detail. Would you like to check it out? All 25 get that message if they say that they want more info.
Wow, that's awesome. I love that it's personable. It feels like for everybody, especially if you're a warm market person in general, this is a way to create your warm market warmer. Like those people that maybe feel a little bit further out. It's an awesome way to keep that. Okay, so
yeah.
as Melissa's talking, what we are going to do right now, as Melissa's talking, is to at least come up with 10 people that you would love to be on your team. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. And then honestly, like I let the event do the work. Like it's the same event over every single week after week. I pre-post it in Facebook. It's super easy. This one I changed up because it explains like the guarantee. So if they say yes, they want to get on the event, I'll be like, okay, great. Here's the link. It starts at this time. And then when the event starts, I check in. I will comment on the check-in post with every single person's name that said that they wanted to be on the event. And then I will reach out to them when the event's over. Like, I don't like to wait. I like to just like get it done because we all don't have a lot of time, right? I have three toddlers essentially. So I message them immediately, and I don't talk about price before. Like I never answer a question that's not asked before they get on an event. So I basically give them the overview. If you have more questions, get on the event. If you have questions after the event, let me know and I'd be happy to help you. And then when the event's over, I reach out to them and ask them if they have questions. But I don't go into like $99 to join, you get 4 wraps, all that. I don't do any of that. I let the event do like all the talking. And then I always post lifestyle posts throughout the week, multiple posts a day. And so when people like or comment on it, I will also message them and be like, hey, I noticed you liked my post. Like, would you be interested in learning more about what I do? And if they say yes, then I send them to the event. The event does all the work for me every day, all month long. Like, and that's it, and I have a list. I follow up with them, and some people join right away. Some people wait 2 years, but eventually I feel like they all join. Like at some point, it's just, people get nervous or whatnot. So
I love that. Okay, that is like great right there. So y'all, do you have your list of 10? If you do, the next thing you're going to do is put them in your see first thing.
yes.
Okay, and everybody knows how to do that. We'll keep that up there. And also, y'all, I know some of you are you posted in here and all that good stuff. So this will also be in Diamond Empire. Melissa's going to put that in Diamond Empire as well, so you can go back and look at it. I know, I know my mind's like going, oh, there's so much good stuff. I know we're like so over time, but I don't even care. Okay. And I love go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to see if I could share one more thing real quick too.
Yes.
And then since I'm super like red, like I put everybody on a spreadsheet. And I'll literally, it's the same spreadsheet I use over and over again. And it'll say like, did I message this person? Yes. Did they get on the Facebook event? Yes or no. Did they get a friend request? Did they accept my friend request? Yes or no. Are they joining? And then second follow-up, and then third follow-up. And then I have a column for if they're going to pre-sell. I have a lot of people that join with pre-selling. So I keep everything on a spreadsheet this is more than 25 because I was feeling hypey and I wanted to get more. So this is more than 25, but this is like my last week's like group of people that I've been interacting with. So
I love it. That's awesome, Melissa. Thank you so much. Because I think there's just there's so many ways to work this business. If you just stick to a way and stay consistent and stick with it, it will happen. And you're talking about your follow-up list. And I know I'm going to hop over to Tracy and then I'm going to hop over to Lauren and talk about, and then we'll close this out with what we're doing. But y'all are awesome. Okay, Tracy, talk to us about your DT system and what you're doing that way.
You know what? I'm not as intentional with signing people, and I'm sure there will become a point where I do have to do that. And I haven't signed that many this month. I mean, I'm focusing on volume for getting triple. I mean, I think I've signed 2 or 3 this month, but
you are the top enroller from 2018 DT.
Yeah. So I signed a bunch last year, and I stacked them all under. So I've been putting volume just to get fast starts and build for promotion and stuff like that. But so my method of signing people, I used to message for distributors. This time a year ago, I was messaging for distributors. And then there came a point where, and what I would do anytime I talked to anybody about the business, if anybody expressed any kind of interest, they went into a database. And so I have a list of probably, anywhere between 400 and 600 people that I have talked to over the past 14 months. About the business. And the beauty of that is when we have a half off special, when we have $20, when we have, whatever kind of special we're having, then I have a list of, all these people. So that's how I have gotten the majority of my distributors. And then also what I'm doing is, I have always heard, since I've been in the business, I've read and heard about attraction marketing, and that is not something that I have intentionally set out to do. But I think, in honesty, that's what I'm doing with my business without realizing that's what I'm doing. So my Facebook page is a place that is fun, that is positive, that is, you won't see shares on my page, you won't see negativity. It's a place of hope. It's a place of, not only, are you going to see products, but you're going to be encouraged by my posts. Right. And so I think that, and I talk about my personal story. Now, everybody does not have the same story that I have, but everyone has a story. And there are people out there that are going to benefit from your life and from your experiences. And, people say, well, I'm not, in recovery. I, haven't been through domestic violence or whatever, but you've been through something that I haven't been through and can relate to people in a way that I can't. you
Mhm.
know. And so I think people, through my post, I'm very vulnerable, I'm very open, I'm very honest, and I'm transparent, and I think that draws people into my life, into my page, and into my business. I post about all the benefits of the business. When I get a fast start bonus, I'm posting about it. I'm posting
Yeah.
about being able to hang out with my family all day. I'm being able to post about my nieces. I get to buy them presents. So whatever positivity you find from your business, you need to be posting about it. You want to communicate to people without, saying these words. This is fun. This is, this brings me freedom. This, brings me hope for my finances, and so I communicate that on a daily basis. And, I posted, a cute little Snapchat selfie with who wants to make $200 to $500 a month. And I've added all these new people from host to post, and I got probably 30 comments on that post.
Right.
So I'm not intentionally trying to get people right now, but they're coming, just by making my page a fun place to be.
Yeah, I love that. And one of the things that I have learned in the host to post journey, and where I'm signing most of my DTs lately, is from host to post. Anybody who gets 2 comments on the host to post, I immediately message them and say, hey, you already have such interest in this. I think you'd be amazing at this business. Have you thought about it? I start a conversation that way, and then I'll invite them to like our events that Melissa is saying. Hey, okay, come check this out, because it answers so many questions there. So those Facebook parties, and events are great ways to follow up with people, but having that original conversation has really been what's helped me too. And then Tracy's talking about her potentials, and anytime a deal comes out, like tomorrow, we should all be messaging all of your potentials. I'm a mess. Okay. So she has a database, and, uh, Melissa Dean has her thing. And I'm like, okay, here's my paper list of like every month and who the potentials were that month. That's all 2018, and I'm starting, I at least have it in months for 2019. I'll be ready to go. But having that potential list and the Connect app is really going to help with that, guys, putting those people in those places. And so having that list is great. Okay, let's finish up here. Lauren, talk to us a little bit about distributors, girl.
So I kind of agree with like what Tracy's saying. I don't find myself like going out looking for distributors. I mean, when we have the $20 promo codes whenever we had our conference ticket, I mean, of course I was out looking for distributors then, because I was like, that's like $2,000. But I don't really find myself like looking for distributors. I feel like distributors either come to me, or like every now and then I'll do my A to Z friends list, just telling people like about the opportunity, like ask them about it. Like the more you tell people, it's just something that's in their mind. So I know that everyone on my Facebook list at least knows about what I do. And then I kind of just leave it up to my page. Like I just promote about everything that it does for me, what I want to do. I have like 5 trips planned for the year, which is like huge for me, because like I don't ever get to go that many places that often. And I've just been talking about that, and a lot of girls have like hit me up saying like, oh, like, is this your job? This your job? And it's like, no, this is not for my job, but my job paid for that. Like,
Yeah.
so I just promote that really, and it just brings people. And I feel like when you're being like true and like honest about what your business is doing for you, it kind of shows, versus when you can tell, like people know when you're not being genuine. Because it's, and every day, so we're gonna see what we post about. They're gonna know if our feed is true or not.
Yeah. So true. And so one of the things I want to take from what Tracy and Lauren both just said, and I remember Danielle talking about this, I think right after she went presidential. I keep doing the same thing. I'm a mess. I keep thinking I'm muting something else and I mute myself. Okay. But every morning, take a moment, or every night when you're going to bed, what are 3 things you're thankful for in this business? And just write those down. That's 3 posts that you have that you genuinely share. Like today, I'm thankful, that I got to be home with my daughter and take her to the doctor and not have to take off work. Like How many moms got to figure out work to get home to, you know, get their kids to the doctor, pick them up from school, like I'll be right there. You know, I got to be that person, and I'm so thankful I get to be that person because I didn't always get to be that person. I actually remember calling Sherry Lynn and asking her to come pick up Issa from preschool because I was a preschool teacher and I so desperately needed the money I couldn't take off, which is like preschool money, but I'm like, we were just in that place. And so this is such a great, you know, opportunity for people. And so, and Sherry and I were talking about when we first got started, we were both warm market people. And so really taking in what Melissa's saying, it might not be somebody that's a super stranger right now if you haven't got into your warm market. Think of 10 people to ask this week to join you in this business and start the conversation. Just like Lauren said, you know, people are not going to be offended by you saying, I think you'd be awesome at this, especially if they're your good friends. And that plants a seed. And it's not your job. It's not your job to say no for anybody, right? It's your job to ask. And that asking just plants such a great seed that comes back to you. And just like Tracy was saying, I have over 400 potentials over the last, because you've asked people and they're interested and they may come back at some time. And so our job is not to say no for them. Our job is to ask and start a conversation. Okay, and Lauren, you said you have something else, and I'm trying to figure out how I can unmute you. Y'all, I'm a mess tonight. This is not good. This is a reflection of my day, but hey, we're gonna rock this. Okay. All right, go for it, Lauren. Not listening to me. Are you trying to unmute yourself? Okay.
Okay, can you?
Yeah.
So like one of the things, and this is for like anyone on here that is like around my age, I'm 21, I turned 22 in March, and I started when I was 19. So like looking back, like I never thought that I would make it this far. And like even comparing it to, I still have the same job that I had when I was 19, and I've never gotten a raise in that 3 years. Like, and it's to the point where it's like, if you're confident, like I can confidently say to people and they can actually look at me, he's telling the truth. Like I have increased my paycheck at a real job that we go to every single day. I've tripled that paycheck. Like just, and it's just like, when you like, whenever you kind of feel like just down or like you don't really know like why you're doing this or anything like that, like if you just like, now that I'm here, like I don't look back on any of the time that I spent like doing this, like it's still crazy to me that my paycheck for It Works is 3 times as big as my paycheck at this job. Yeah, if like I never heard about It Works. And I just feel like a lot throughout my page, and like people that know me or just people that I never even met before that have signed up in different states, like they just can tell that through my social media.
Right. I love that. And you're so right. So great. All right, y'all, we have gone way over time, but we wanted to give you some things. Melissa, Tracy, do you have anything else you feel like you could add to help these guys tonight? If not, we're good. Or do you? Yeah. Okay.
I'll be super quick, but I just want to like tell everybody that one of the best things about this business is that we're a blessing, and we can be a blessing to other people. And so once you start thinking of yourselves as like, I'm going to help somebody in a situation that they need to get out of, you're going to look at your business a totally different way. And we don't know anybody's story. We don't know anybody's past, warm market, cold market, like nothing like that. You have no idea. Like you could reach out to somebody tomorrow and completely change their lives. So like always just think like what we have our hands on is so incredible and so amazing that we want to give that to other people. And if other people don't want that, then it's just a not right now. They're going to keep watching your journey and eventually they're going to come back. So just always know that there's somebody behind that person that says no that's going to say yes, and that person's going to be your next rock star. Always.
Absolutely. 100%. I love that. I love that. Tracy, you have anything else to add? Yeah. Okay.
You know, I basically, my mission in life, I really is just to let people know that anyone can do anything. You know, I mean, I'm a middle-aged overweight woman recovering alcoholic, divorced more than once. I mean, like, everybody has a reason they think they can't do this business, and if I can be successful at this, anybody can be successful at this. Don't let yourself get in your own way. Don't let your head get in the way and say you can't do this, because anybody can do this. Just believe in yourself. Know you can.
Absolutely. I love that. And you know what? I feel the same way about myself. I'm like, man, if I can do this business, anybody can do this business. I mean, I couldn't even tell you all the things I've done wrong the last 2 days. I'm like, just be glad I showed up where I was supposed to be. That's how I feel. We started almost on time tonight, right? So I'm going to celebrate that. But like, y'all, and you're right, this is such a gift. And so all we can do is offer it to people too. And that's just like Melissa said, but then treat it. If you treat it like it's something special, and it really is, right? Like, this has changed my life. And I know I'm not the only person sitting here saying, like, even just, I totally forgot about that time when I had to call Sherry to pick up Issa from work. And it almost makes me want to just cry right now, because I remember it's like how desperate we were for money in that situation, and to turn around and be in such a different situation and getting to help people health-wise. Like, this really is a gift. And so when you see it that way, other people will see it that way too. And so, gosh, Lauren, I mean, 22 years old, rocking this thing. And then we got Tracy. I don't know how officially old you are, but I know you're not supposed to ever ask. So I'm like, I won't officially ask, but you're sitting there going, middle-aged, rocking it. And then we got Melissa, mom of, we've pretty much got it covered tonight. So you guys should all I feel super inspired. I feel super challenged too. I feel like, oh, Stacey, get yourself together and get some more in there. But this is like, there was just so much greatness in here. So thank you guys. And thank you for being so generous with all your information and just sharing what you could do. And y'all, I'm inspired too, Camille. I want to hear, and these girls want to hear. So under that post with the tips and the scripts, just say who you signed from tonight, because I know this information right here is just going to carry right over and continue to rock this business. And let's keep going. We have 2 days left. Don't discount yourself from anything right now. All right. Okay. Heavenly Father, I thank you so much for just the gift of these people right here. On this training. Thank you for allowing us to get to be together and have the opportunity for this business. I pray that you would just cross their paths with the people you would have in their business, with the people who maybe they need the greens, or they need the probiotic just health-wise, or the people financially who just need this. Lord, may we not not shy away from the gift that we do have. And if there's anybody, I will always pray this, if there's anybody who's just lonely tonight and just feels by themselves, I pray that they would know they can whisper your name, and you're right there in the midst of wherever they're at, just to fulfill any need that they really have that's deep down inside. Give you all the glory, and we thank you, and we love you. Amen. Oh, and we pray for traveling mercies for anybody traveling to conference, and that airports stay open in the north where storms are coming in. Amen. All right, guys, have the best night. Again, thank you. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Tracy, so much.